If you've tried playing open chords on an electric guitar, you've probably noticed they never sound that good. The reason being is that it's hard to get much clarity out of full chords when playing through high gain tones. They often sound hazy, and it's hard to pick out the individual notes that make up these more complex voicings. Partly why so many punk, rock and metal bands tend to make extensive use of power chords in their music is because these more simplistic chord sounds translate better through high gain setups. But that doesn't mean you should write off ever using complex chords in heavier styles of music. Lots of bands do, but often using some production tricks to go along with this. The first would be to break down the key sounds of your chord and split these out into different tracks. The idea of sectioning chord types on different guitar tracks like this will really help you out when it comes to mixing and blending the final guitar sound. So as an example, let's take that part I played earlier. The root notes of the progression are G, A, E and C. Instead of playing the open chords as I did before, I'm going to split these out into two tracks. So track 1 will make up the lower portion of the sound, only playing the first and third or first and fifth of each chord, which sounds like this. And then track 2 will take the higher string portion of the chord. With these kind of open chords, I prefer using voicings that are all fretted instead of just playing the higher notes open. I find the timbre of the fretted notes often sound nicer when layered with the lower guitar track. If you don't know how to find these or don't know much in the way of theory, a very easy way to do this is to sound out the parts of the chord you like and then find a voicing that fits this. So as an example with the G chord, I want to highlight the first, third and fifth, but I'm going to do this by inverting the notes. So if I play this higher up on the neck, which is the 9th on the D, 7th on the G and 8th on the B string, I'm still using those same notes, but they've been reordered so that the third note is now the lowest in pitch and the root note is the highest. I'll do the same for the other three chords, and I often like to keep them in a similar fretting position so that they sound more cohesive when played together, and that's what this sounds like. So now you have those two individual recordings, you can balance them any way you like to either highlight more of the lower or higher register of each chord. I would then often double this, leaving us with 4 tracks, 2 playing the lower chords and 2 playing the higher chords. And the other helpful technique to know here is really simple. It's just using less gain when it comes to playing open chords. If you ever listen to some J-punk bands, you'll probably pick up on the guitar tone styles they often use, and that they tend to lean on the cleaner side too, due to the more complex chord sounds that are often being used in that style of music. And if you'd like to find out how to play bar chords easier and faster, watch this video next.